this, that is at the end of this session, if you are able to complete your resume, please send it to me. Because what I will do is I will check for you. I will give comments. So far, I think about 15 people have sent the resume. This is the previous participants of my workshop. In fact, this is my 5th workshop. So if you send to me, you can ask them. I will take time to reply to them, to also ask them to make corrections in terms of grammar and how you put the keywords, especially in relation to your the studies you are doing, so that your resume get picked up. See, the idea is this, not to get a job. It is to get picked up. That is a big achievement. Imagine that. Okay, so that's why if you see this picture, so the graduate up there, and then down what? Sharks are swimming. So you are going to go to the real world, guys. First of all, let me ask you this question. So how are you feeling today? Those former, my previous participants, they should know already. You should feel awesome. Yes. And then you must feel fantastic. You must feel yes, yes, yes. And you must feel I am the best. Very important, because your resume must have these things inside. Quickly, why you should listen to you a little bit, I must share. So my background, after what you call graduation, I know you all graduate, but I got my job before graduation. Why? That's why how I write my resume. You understand not? People, all my friends are much more better than me. CGPA above 3. My CGPA is below 3. But I was the first one in my faculty in the 1992 batch. When we graduated, we are actually 1989 batch, graduated in 1992. But in 1991, December, I already got my job. How? Itulah you gonna dengar. Okay, so my first job was with public finance. This company is no more now. It was a finance organization under the public bank group. And of course, after the merger, they all become public bank. And that's why I started my career. And later on, of course, expanded it to Panasonic Corporation, where I spent large amount of time in that particular organization for 11 years. And then finally in 2004, I started my own business. And so what I do now, I'm actually a training consultant, dealing with companies to sell, to promote soft skill development and so on. Soft skill and leadership, people skill, all these things. That's what I'm doing now. Okay. So why am I qualified to share with you? Because number one, I'm a student before. Alumni of University Malaya. So all my 3 degrees I did in university. And obviously, this particular session, when you write your resume, it's not just about finding a job or work. It's also to prepare you for internship. So I got a lot of exposure in internship from my first degree until my final degree. And then obviously, I'm a partner with as an industry academia partnership. So a lot of collaboration I do. I read tons of resumes, sometimes vomit blood because of that. Vomit blood lah. It's because sometimes students do not know what to put inside the resume. Sometimes they cannot differentiate between resume and CV and so on. So these all we want to look at. And so you understand from what perspective I come from. And of course, I've traveled so many countries, deal with so many different foreign companies and everything, so on. What are they look for and everything. All these, of course, to put everything in 1 hour is going to be massive. Okay, but I will do my best as long as you are ready to get them. At the end of the day, is adaptability. You can ask your father and mother. Doesn't mean that you study, that's what you're going to do. You can always adapt because situations surrounding have to change, especially now. Because when you go out, by the time your first year now, okay at least 2 to 3 years, no need to worry, because memang kegawatan economy. Situation will be down, a lot of people will be jobless and everything. Economy will shrink. Economy shrink, you know lah, no job, right? Those 30 year final year, kesian kamu. So you need to learn to adapt. You understand not? Because what he says is this, can leave, you must be able to leave, can leave and accept any situation or work condition. Because even though you study for, I don't know, Malay studies, and then you intend to be, I don't know, somebody who come out with, books and things like that. But maybe the opportunity might not be there. Maybe you have to work in a call center. Tapi you gunakan bahasa Melayu. Okay lah, so you adapt, no? And so that's why he was telling me, my first task was to explore jungle area, most of the time alone. Keep learning, as what you learn in what you do at work could be different, but the fundamentals are same. Attributes of a resume, guys, please pay attention. Three things: professional, polished, and personal. Your resume must be professional, polished, and personal. Professional. When we look at it, we must say, professional. Okay, and we look at it, we say, wow, so polished, kilat, future is very bright. And then we use personal, not copy and paste from somewhere else. That's the meaning of it lah. Okay, so professional resume, if you want to be an effective professional, polished and personal, it needs to be consistent, concise, clear, and easy to read. But first of all, please try to differentiate. Let's get this thing clear first because we go into the details. Do you know the difference between resume and CV? Tahu? Kalau tahu, baguslah. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Kalau tak tahu, belajarlah. Okay, ada different. Okay, resume is what? Resume is 1 or 2 page summary. 1 or 2 page only. Okay. And then, of course, contains your skill, experience, and education. And, of course, brief and concise. Okay, apa maksud ni? Untuk you lah. At entry level, people like you, my young gentlemen, girls and boys, this is for you. Yours is resume, not CV. Curriculum vitae is longer. Okay. It's actually at least 2 pages. Provides a more detailed synopsis. More detailed synopsis. Faham? Ambil gambar. More detailed synopsis. So remember, at your level, it's called resume. Even you write for internship, for your first job or whatever it is, it's called resume. Because you do not have much to write. Mana ada cerita nak tulis? Tak banyak cerita pun. You cerita, so you write about your school, you write about your experience in working in the part-time, your internship, your co-curriculum activities, your language skill or whatever it is. Not much to say. Okay, so that's why it's brief and concise. So when I receive resume from you later, longest can be is 2 page. More than that, tada masa nak baca. People go, you are entry level. Okay, curriculum vitae, after you work 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you want to write berjela-jela, tick, 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 can lah, no problem. You understand or not? Because you got a lot of projects you want to explain, fine, no problem. Okay, so please get that into mind. Of course, there's plenty of definition you can see inside the internet, everything. You go and read lah. But whatever it is, cannot beat these two lah, I can tell you. Resume is for entry level. CV is for those experienced people. Okay, that's all. So for you, when you send, because you know what, I tell you frankly, when you send your resume to me, so you kena tulis sana, resume, and then Harith Iskandar, put the name there. Because some of you are simply send the resume and expect me to go and click myself and find painful lah, please lah. When you send to me your resume, the PDF copy or whatever it is, or Word or whatever it is, and your naming of it is very important. Sometimes I note why I say this. When we receive application, people just send resume. Kita just lantak, don't bother. Your branding is so poor. In your PDF copy itself, your heading, your title there, the bottom. I mean, when we click the email, we must be able to see your name. So resume, okay, clear. Okay. So there later on, ini udang di sebalik ni. You pergi tanya dia untuk reference, dia bagi. Kalau tidak, they won't pandang you. Or some of you want to do your masters, right? You also need the faculty to give reference. You understand? Okay. We say when I receive from Bobo Boy, I also get a shock. Apa ni Bobo Boy apply? Tak boleh. Okay. So understand? Email kena. When you finish, inilah. You see professional. You tengok itu design. When you put everything together, I broke it down for you. Put everything together. The moment I look at it, dia tangkap my attention, and to at least give a call, shortlist you and pick you up, to give you an opportunity for an interview. Remember, sending resume to get picked up doesn't mean you get a job. It's an opportunity to get picked up. Okay, apa kata bini? Ini segment apa kata bini. I have to also recognize my wife. Now she meets so many people in a day-to-day. She's a principal in international school in Kampa, Perak. So she told me this lah. Please, because she also, although she's from USM, but she did a master's in UM lah. So alumni juga. So dia kata, don't market what you are not. Simple. What does that mean? Janganlah bedek. Jangan tipu. Don't simply put information which you think very nice. Oh, very nice and very catchy, but you are not. Don't market what you are not. So your grammar, please watch out. Your accuracy of information, you must watch out. And your personality must come out in the resume. That's what she meant. Because that's the gap she found now, because she also reads a lot of resume. And good resume, she said, oh, okay. Maybe you don't have opportunity, but still KIV. You can KIV for future. If not, we throw it to the dustbin. Last, before I open to the question, you can write to me. This is my email, Ravinta at askravinta.com. Ask. Why ask? Tanya lah. Okay, and then you also can connect me through the Facebook. So this email is for you to drop your resume and ask me to read. So what I will do is I'll read, I will do correction, I will scold you also lah. Not scold for betterment lah, to say, yeah, what is this? Well, like that day, one girl put that, the telephone number is 0375 something. I will create a new email, Mr. Dinesh. Bagus. Oh, somebody suggested lah. Oh, Dinesh, you suggest. Very good, Arif. Hey, is this the same as Arif yesterday? Smart. Arif means smart person. Smart person, they will take good suggestion. Okay. Soalan. Okay. Faiza, ada soalan. Top 3 things you need to do during the internship. Those who are going for internship, please take note lah. Those going for internship, please take note. Very important. Please take note. 3 things to achieve during internship. Although, since you asked that, you must say thank you to Aing lah. That's why I have to let you know. Number 1, convince your supervisor that you are his or her candidate for the next recruitment. Senang. You go for your internship, you do so well. People like you. The supervisor said, please, after this, you come and join us. No need resume already. You understand or not? That's why internship, pay attention. Or even say, the supervisor tell you that, hey, look, we would like to hire you, but cannot hire you. Asking for testimonial letter to say how good you are. Okay. And then third one, persuade your supervisor to recommend you to his or her friend's company. See, all these are shortcuts, so that you don't go through the normal process of sending resume all over the world and hoping for something miracle to happen. Marketing. So internship kena buat tu. See, I give an example. Ini gambar saya dulu lah. Muda. Memanglah muda 30 tahun yang lepas. Okay. So this is Dato' Yunus. He's the pengarah for Pusat Sukan. If you remember, when I was in first year, in my first degree in economics and administration, that time all no internship. So I was thinking, how can I differentiate myself? Membuat satu perbezaan yang mantap tentang diri saya berbanding dengan semua gradang-gradang lain. So I start fikir-fikir. I say, okay, let me go and offer myself to do something lah, Pusat Sukan. So I was involved in sports a lot. So I go and run all the campus punya events and everything. Untuk apa? For testimonial. Although there was no official internship program that time in the early 90s, I go and ask Dato', he's actually the associate professor, faculty of education, not even my faculty, but Pusat Sukan, like anybody can go, right? So I went to see him, I said, I would like to do all these things. Okay, finally I became the captain of the University Malaya. Fine. But then my main reason, 3 years, I went and do all the donkey job. Photo state lah, buat kopi lah, buat tu. Semua administrative things all I picked up. How to talk to people, everything I picked up while helping. Much more I learned in working, helping Dato' and his people than in the faculty lah. Why? Finally, my aim was to get the testimonial. Finally, before I leave, 17 February 1992, dia bagi saya testimonial letter. In the testimonial letter, because I want him to write this. Dia tulis, the dynamic young man is able to adapt to any situation. Adapt. He has a strong leadership and communication skill with his aggressive personality and proactive response. He has the great commitment and dedication to work under pressure and long over. He has the drive and initiative to work confidently and independently. Bukan aku kata, dia yang kata. Nampak? Inilah testimonial. Faham? That's the testimonial. I know all of you ada berjela. This one is when I went to Australia lah. Okay, you have all your certificate and everything. All these are important. But this one doesn't say anything unless you have contributed certain thing. Ni tengok ni. Boria pun ada. Tengok ni. Winter. Pentas. Seni pentas. 89-90. Bahagian Boria. Juara kumpulan. Pelawak terbaik. Pelawak terbaik. Okay. Ini apa? Bahagian drama, juara kumpulan. Tengok ni, ini semua penting. Tapi you need sijil untuk support your application, your resume. Sometimes you can attach all these together. So that's why don't waste your time in the university. Faham? Okay? So internship, itu semua penting. Kena buat sesuatu untuk buat marketing. Okay, siapa ni? Alright, thank you. Mantap.
Alright, thank you everyone. Thank you Mr. Ravi.
Thank you.
All right.